HQ, come in. This is Captain Olga Kalanina. It's 3 p.m. I'm on my way to talk to a person of interest regarding the disappearances happening all over Novoslava. A man by the name of Dr. Lavrov seems to be involved. If I can't find him by 5 p.m., I'll return to HQ. Over and out.
Olga, I thought I made myself perfectly clear when I told you not to go out without backup again. You need to take a partner, especially to that part of the city. It's dangerous.
Yes, sir, I can see that. Considering the Ruthenian army is here. I don't remember them saying anything about stationing troops in this area.
They're here already, are they? It's an emergency deployment. Seems like there's been some sort of skirmish near the Garmonian border. They've also asked that the police cooperate with them however we can.
Skirmish, huh? Give me a break.
We're still waiting on the details. Once you get back, we'll send you all to accompany the troops. Over and out.
You there! Halt!
I'm with the police. Let me through.
You're telling me they sent you out here on your own? I guess the cops don't have enough people either. If you're serious about going down, I need to run your ID. Wait over there for a second.
Hey, looks like we're all running on fumes, huh?
You going into the slums? Today's probably not the best day for that. I hear the Garmonian army's acting weird. War might break out at any second.
Hey, need someone to show you around, beautiful?
Huh. Yeah, they told me about you. Investigating something? Sorry, but you'll need to wait until the check goes through. Orders are orders.
Are you from around here? Don't be scared. It's all right. I'm just looking for someone. Hey, look. Meow. You don't know anyone called Dr. Lavrov, do you?
Dr. Pavel.
You do know him. What the? Those are Garmonian soldiers. Hope you don't mind if I borrow this. This is Captain Olga Kalanina of the Novoslava City Police. Unknown forces are attacking the slums. If anyone's there, if anyone's listening, please respond.
This is the Ruthenia Army Operation Support System. The government has declared a nationwide state of emergency. Please find somewhere safe to take refuge immediately.
I'm a police officer. That means I have an obligation to protect the people. I'm requesting the Army's cooperation.
This request falls under Acceptive Clause Paragraph 16, Item 2. Voice print data inquiry complete. The petitioner is Captain Olga Kalanina of the Novoslava City Police. Would you care to hear instructions for how to use this device, Captain?
No need. What's the situation?
Approximately 2 hours ago, the Garmonia Army launched an invasion of Novoslava. It is admirable that you wish to carry out your duty, but please prioritize your own safety.
That's sweet of you. Do you have a name?
I am Koshka, Captain.
Just Olga is fine. I'm in your hands, Koshka.
Caution. The enemy is approaching. Caution. The enemy is approaching. Caution. The enemy is approaching. There is a shelter in this vicinity. I advise you take refuge there.
Like the ones the old government built. They're still standing?
According to records, they are still functional.
All right then, sounds promising. Koshka, do a search of this area. I think there could be survivors here. I'll bring them to the shelter if we find any.
Please prioritize your own safety, Olga.
Have a look at my files. I'm ex-military, not some amateur. I know I can't stay here with things the way they are. I'm going to get out and meet up with the Ruthenian army. And I'll only rescue survivors if at all possible. You can't say no to that.
Survivors located. Transmitting coordinates to your device.
Thank you, Koshka.
Caution. The enemy is approaching. 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 Caution.
Are you a cop? Please, let me go. I was just getting some money from Gramps. I just came to pick up the money he owed me today. Come on, you gotta help me out. This stupid war broke out before I knew what was happening.
Well, I suppose I could consider it. If you tell me everything you know. And don't leave anything out.
I'm telling you, I don't know anything. I was just going to see Gramps, Lavrov.
Spit it out.
Gramps asked me to find him girls, that's all. Young girls, as young as I could find, who wouldn't be too much trouble. So I brought him, you know, runaways, orphans. I got no clue what happened after I handed him over.
Disgusting. Where is he now? Lavrov.
We always made the exchange at the abandoned hospital on top of that hill. Come on, you gotta help me out.
Koshka, tell me how to get to that abandoned hospital. And find the closest shelter, too.
Understood. Transmitting coordinates now.
Head for the shelter, and don't let those soldiers see you.
Civilian registered as subject of protection. Commencing guidance to shelter. Caution. The enemy is approaching. 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 Caution, the enemy is approaching. Caution, the enemy is approaching. Caution, the enemy is approaching. I have located civilians who failed to escape. Transmitting coordinates to your device. Caution, the enemy is approaching. 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 Caution. 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 The enemy is approaching.
Enemy spotted!
I need to stop complaining. That's much better.
Someone! Please! Help us!
Caution.
Damn! Enemy spotted!
Caution. Close quarters weapon damaged.
Reloading!
Caution. The enemy is approaching. Caution. The enemy is approaching.
Are you all right? Are you hurt?
You saved me.
Pull yourself together. You're safe now.
Thank you. I'd have been killed too if you hadn't shown up. Hey, you're a cop, right? You haven't seen a little kid anywhere. A little girl? I think that's her. Where is she? I don't think so, but there are these rumors about the abandoned hospital at the top of the hill. About these creeps that people see going in and out of it. They say that they've been taking young girls and little kids there.
Young girls and little kids.
It's just a stupid rumor, but I still avoid getting too close if I can help it. There was this one time I saw kind of a military-looking guy, but I didn't want to get caught up in whatever was going on, so I ran away. You don't think he could have been with the Garmonian army?
Your guess is as good as mine. Still, it could be something. Let's go. It's too dangerous to stay here.
Subject of protection registered. Searching for route. Caution.
Someone help! Oh, please don't kill me!
Don't move!
Subject of protection evacuated to shelter. Caution. The enemy is approaching. 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 Caution. The enemy is approaching.
I need to stop the bleeding.
They found me!
Caution. The enemy is approaching. Enemy troop deployments have changed. Transmitting information to your device.
Hey! Ha!
Enemy troop deployments have changed. Transmitting information to your device. Warning. There are multiple enemies in the vicinity. The enemy is on...
You saved me. Are you alright?
Don't worry about me, just get going. There's a shelter nearby. I'll tell you where.
Civilian registered as subject of protection. Commencing guidance to shelter. Caution. The enemy is approaching. Caution. The enemy is approaching. Caution. The enemy... Caution. The enemy is approaching. Caution. The enemy is approaching. Caution.
Now.
The enemy is approaching. Caution. 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 The enemy is approaching. Civilian subject of protection safely evacuated to shelter. Caution. The enemy is approaching. Caution. The enemy is approaching. Caution. The enemy is approaching.
Please, Major, wait. Haven't I done all you asked? Don't act like you don't remember. I got you all those girls. All the ones you wanted. Antonina, Irina, Serafima. I have records of all of them. If you kill me now...
Lieutenant Borden.
Actually, it's Major Olga. How long has it been since you served under me? 3 years? And now you're a Ruthenian dog. You're the best of the best. And I still see that same arrogance in your eyes.
That was Dr. Lavrov you just killed, wasn't it? How are you involved with him?
I see no reason to tell you. Besides, we're in the middle of a war. So what if I kill 1 or 2 people from the country we're fighting? Soldiers require a certain cruelty. Oh, you had ability in abundance, of course, but you never had the right disposition. But now that you've returned to me, I'm happy to start your training all over again. I really was sorry to hear about your daughter. Hard to believe it's been 3 years since then. I don't understand you. It was these fool Ruthenians that killed your daughter in the first place.
You were working with Lavrov. Don't try to tell me you had nothing to do with all the people that went missing.
Enough of these wild delusions. Apparently I didn't train you as well as I should have. Come now, Olga. Don't make this harder than it has to be. Novoslava is finished no matter what you do.
Don't underestimate me. I am not who I used to be.
What is it? Yeah, all right. I'm on my way. Apologies, Olga. But I've got to take care of this. The vermin in this city won't exterminate themselves. She's a little worked up. Why don't you give her something else to think about?
The enemy soldiers are regrouping. They have you surrounded. Prepare for a counterattack.
There!
There is a side road behind the building. You can escape that way. Caution, body armor damaged. Caution, warning, body armor failure. Please take care when under fire.
That's much better. Looks like I made it out all right. I better hurry up and find the Ruthenian army.
Reports are coming in that our troops are outnumbered all throughout Novoslava. There is also word that Garmonia is sending further reinforcements over the eastern border.
This can't be happening. Tell me where our troops are.
There is a unit currently engaged in combat on the west side of the city, but it is too dangerous there.
I don't know if you've noticed, but it's dangerous everywhere. I'm going.